Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your February the 16th just for today in a meditation. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I am pre recording this at 5 a.m. on the 10th because I am going to be having a surgery on the 15th. So send your prayers out for me. And I want to make sure that we stay together that week that I'm trying to recover. Okay? So let's get into February the 16th meditation. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. Okay, the meditation is entitled Faithful Feelings. When we refuse to accept the reality of today, we are denying faith in our higher power. This can only bring more suffering. That is taken from the IP number 8, just for today. I know you guys love that IP. I do too. Okay, what does it say? It says here, some days just aren't the way we wish they would be. Our problems may be as simple as a broken shoelace or having to stand in line at the supermarket. Or we may experience something far more serious, such as the loss of a job, a home, or a loved one. Either way, we often end up looking for a way to avoid our feelings instead of simply acknowledging that those feelings are painful. No one promises us that everything will go our way when we stop using. In fact, we can be sure that life will go on whether we're using or not. We will face good days and bad days, comfortable feelings and painful feelings, but we don't have to run from any of them any longer. We can experience pain, grief, sadness, anger, frustration, all those feelings we once avoided with drugs. We find that we can get through those emotions clean. We won't die and the world won't come to an end just because we have uncomfortable feelings. We learn to trust that we can survive what each day brings. Just for today, I will demonstrate my trust in God by experiencing this day just as it is. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Faithful feelings. Yeah, feelings are pretty faithful, aren't they? Meaning that they're with us no matter what. They don't go away just because we get clean. They don't hibernate. Matter of fact, we seem to feel more after we get clean because we were using to avoid having to deal with pain, grief, sadness, anger, and frustration. We used to use drugs to truly avoid going in too deeply with these feelings that we have. The beautiful thing about recovery is that now we learn how to accept our reality. We learn how to accept the fact that every day is not going to be a sunshiny day, even though every day, if we look for it, will have sunshine. The whole day may not be beautiful, comfortable, not at all. But if we look for those golden moments, those silver linings, for that sun, that ray of sun that's shining through, we probably can find a little bit of light that will be enough to help carry us through to the next moment in our day. See, here's the thing. I was sitting here reading this, and something said to me, right, in my thinking, stinking thinking, something said, what if the surgery doesn't go great? How many pre-recordings are you going to do so that you can make sure that the podcast continues? What if in a week after the surgery, you're not able to actually talk and do, some of the side effects of the surgery is numbness of the roof of my mouth and teeth for they don't know how long. What if that's not an option? And right in that moment, I could hear Anthony C. He won't mind me saying his name. I can hear him saying to me rather, don't don't talk negative and don't invite it in. In other words, you have what you say. And so I said, nah, everything's going to be fine. This is all in the few moments of me reading this to you. In the moment of silence, I have faith that everything is going to be just fine. I do have that faith because I have built my faith muscle to accommodate and have capacity for a surgery. I've had several and have pulled through. I have faith that my recovery is actually going to come faster and come about quicker than they say that it will. Why, I wouldn't be surprised if the next day afterwards, on February 16th, I'll be wondering why I even prepared this podcast in advance. Oh, some people are saying, well, it's just common sense. Instead of failing to plan, we fail to plan. And then when the plan actually falls through, we're wondering why we didn't make plans for success. Right? So I'm trying to make sure that I'm consistent no matter what. But feelings will come up. You will have little shady thoughts that will run through your head, like I just shared with you. And if you're exercising your faith muscle, you will be able to flex that faith on those faithful feelings that come and go and sit them down where they belong. You're not in charge. Fear is not in charge of what Mighty Stream is doing today. I wouldn't care what comes my way. And sometimes I'm feeling horrible and people ask me, how are you doing? Are you talking about my physical body? My pain level is definitely a 10 right now. But my spirit, my energy, oh my goodness. I feel wonderful. Thank you for asking. It's all about perspective, right? It's all about the perspective that you have and how you manage it. Today, I'm not running from anything, any emotion, any feeling. I know it's going to pass. And as I speak about it or even think about it, it's in the process of passing. Change is constant. Time is constant. Our feelings are, based on this meditation and my experience, constant. Some days are better than others, but we're going to move in today. Faithful that no matter what comes up, our higher power has us, that we will come through it successfully. I have watched some of you personally persevere through some of the most complicated, crazy situations. And you persevere knowing that you're part of the no matter what club, or even if you did relapse, you came right back. I have watched some of you persevere and be resilient in the worst of circumstances. And it is an honor to serve next to you. It is an honor to be in recovery next to you. I want for February 16th to be the most beautiful day in February that you have ever lived. I want you to be committed to making it a beautiful day on purpose, facing your feelings and recovering instead of allowing them to cause you to run in fear. Don't do it. Stick and stay and be strong. I believe in you. Have a beautiful day on purpose, and I will be talking to you on the 17th.